girl I hype for you, but them not ready yet. Make them know say your thing ever ready set. Them a chat, but them never ever matter yet. Expensive.
Hey guys, welcome to Real Life with Rons. Today I'm back with another video. I just got a lighting ring. I think I spoke about it in my recent video. Imagine it was meant to be a big one. It ended up being a small one. Boy, at least I look clear and you can see me. It does make me look a bit white. I need to get used to like how to use it. Like maybe how to like turn it down or something. But yeah. Anywho, today's video is going to be about my relationship with, not my relationship, but why I only have 1-2 friends, why I don't chill with girls a lot, or how my relationship is with girls, or whatever you want to say, how you want to say it, and fake friends, and what I think about girls and all the rest of it. So I'm going to get right into it. So yeah, basically, I don't know, growing up I've had 3 brothers, so I've never really had like a female sibling in the house. It's always been me and my mum, and me and my mum just about got on, because obviously 2 women, as I grew into a woman, you get bickers happen and stuff like that, but that's my mum, so that's different, and I love my mum to bits, so we always hash out things, and we're niggas, we're lovers, we're friends. Like, my mum's my babes. But in terms of like when I went to school, primary was all good though. You have your little bickers with females, but it's like, I'm not your friend because you're not following me, or I'm not your friend because, I don't know, fancy the same guy and I'm jealous. I don't know, like when you get to like year 6 and that, it's just little bickers. I think when I got to secondary school, I started to see girls were like a bit weird, because like, he says, so there's something. So for example, you've got your batch of friends, you're talking about somebody, someone out of that batch might speak to the person, go back and tell them what you said or reinterpret it wrong. And if you're a chatty person like me, for example, I'm not chatty, but I'm outspoken. I speak a lot. Like, I speak my mind. I like to talk and stuff. So it will always be, oh, Renee said this, Renee said that. I don't like that. I don't feel like just because the person that speaks a lot, or the person that's more outgoing, the person that's more willing to open their mouth should be the person that's always being called, names being called. I don't like that. So I feel like, yeah, that did happen to me in secondary school. I had a lot of like, Renee said this, Renee said that. And I hated that. So what I did is that when I left secondary school, I decided to limit my mouth a bit and my opinions a bit, and only tell the right people things. Because I've noticed, like, even if you're in a big batch, that whole batch is not, they're not all your girls. Like, I don't believe that in a batch of 10, all the girls in your batch are your friends. I don't know, I just don't believe it. I feel like even if you're cool, they can always snake you. Now, if you limit it down to 2 girls, I'm sure there can be 2 girls in this world that you can always like rely on in the worst, if worst comes to worst. But when it comes to like a batch of girls, like a big batch, no, sorry guys, I know I've been banging this hairstyle, and this today is not even that perfect, but bear with me, getting my head on soon. Yeah, so I always believed that, and I've kind of just lived by that. So when I left secondary school, I took that and said, you know what, limit the batch, be careful of the batch, sense who's in the batch, and then you limit it down to about 2. So when I got to college, that's what I did. So I had bare groups of people that liked me, because obviously I grew up in a Bait area. I went to Bait secondary school, so people knew me from different areas, and people knew me from the ends, and I knew people that were Bait. So I grew up around Bait people that used to that were my family and friends and stuff, So they obviously, me being around them, my name got Bait and stuff like that. So what I did is that I had 2 friends. So I think in college it was Precious and somebody else, can't remember. She was in my class, so there was someone in my class anyway that I would proper talk to and, you know, do work with, talk about the work, blah blah blah. And then someone that I would roll with, and I've known them since secondary, was Precious, and even now we're still close, and we've had our ups and downs, but we're still close. We've never had like a big argument, and that worked for me. And like, I tell her things, she tells me things. It's just life, and you should be able to speak. Even, it's not like you're speaking about people, but say for example somebody's name comes up in your conversation, it should be like you're giving an example. Oh yeah, you know that person, yeah, the way they did that. It's not like, do you get? And she would never go and tell somebody, oh, Renee said this and that. But yeah, I felt like in secondary that was happening a lot, and it was very annoying. College, it happened not often though, because I already knew how to pattern girls. But I do feel like growing up, girls have always, in some way, always said, it's always, my name's always in their mouth, or they're either jealous of me, they're competing with me, or they envy me for some sort of reason. Even if I don't know them or they've heard of me, something like that always happens. Even like neighbors in my area, I've got on with girls in my area, and I end up, my mum's area, and I've ended up cutting them off. Like, I could even tell you a short story time in this story time. So basically, I'm not going to say names. I'm just going to say, for example, Lighty. So Lighty and some other person, I'm going to say Indy. So basically, Lighty came to me and said that Indy is doing something with some boy. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And I said, I won't tell no one. And I was actually pregnant with my daughter at this time. And then I know the people, the two sisters that chill with, I know the two sisters, sorry. I know the two sisters. Oh, I know the baby, I know the baby dad that they're saying that she told me, that the Lighty girl told me, like Lighty told me that India is doing a thing with. I know the baby dad and the two sisters, sorry, the baby mum. So basically, one of the two sisters that I know is the baby mum of the baby mum of the guy that she said to me that India's doing a thing with. Now, India eventually found out that what she told someone, but one of the people she told was Lighty. I'm getting confused. Oh yeah, so what she told someone about that she was doing a thing with this guy, it came out, and instead of her to think in her head that she's told Lighty, she didn't. And I think Lighty might have said to her, oh, Renish told, as in me, Renish probably told them or the boy, because I knew the girls, you get it? I knew the girls, and I knew one of the girls was my close friend, and one of the girls' sisters was the baby mum that was obviously with the guy that is apparently doing the thing with India, or Indy, whatever you want to say. So instead of that girl to clock that she told Lighty, the girl, I think Lighty, my friend, my ex-friend, told her that, oh yeah, oh, Renish could have told. You know, Renish chills with the baby mum's sister and the baby mum sometimes, and she knows the guy too. But the Indy or India girl, she's mad because you didn't think that you told Lighty your business already. And even if you told Lighty when I was there one time, because I think there was a time she was talking about the situation and I was there, but Lighty's actually personally gossiped about the situation to me. Instead of Indy to clock that she told Lighty, she went with what she said, because I'm bae and because I'm outgoing and I'm outspoken, and I talk what I talk, innit? But even I talk what I talk, because I was having my daughter, and when I left college, I changed. When I went to uni, I calmed down. So I've never been out there in terms of gossiping. I will not feel like I have a place to go and tell, like I would not go to my friend and her sister and say, oh, this person's sleeping with your sister's baby dad. I don't need to do that, do you get it? Anyway, long story short, it's not my business, basically, and I don't know the proper info. I would never do that. And she just had a baby for him, or she was pregnant as well. So I wasn't going to do that. Anyway, now they called my phone, Lighty and India, and they were like, oh, and Lighty was acting like she's all brand new, like, oh yeah, basically we think, or they think, I don't know, I think it's they think though, because they can't say they've been told, because after I came off the phone to them, I was pregnant, so I didn't want to get too mad, because mum was like, calm down. I called my friend and her sister, and they were like, huh, this is the first time we were even hearing of this. When have you ever told us that my sister's baby dad is speaking or sleeping with this girl? You've never told us. So now they've even baited themselves up, because they've made me get mad and called the girl and the girl and her sister, and they don't even know what I'm talking about. So I was like I said to Lighty and India, or Indy, what are you talking about? They were like, oh, you told blah 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 what we said, or what you heard India say or Indy say about her, and so. And I was like, what? Are you girls mad? And the thing is, my own friend Lighty, the girl, she was proper like, yeah, you did, like da 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 da. And I'm like, fam, are you dumb? Buck me now. But I was pregnant, so I was like, no, you need to chill. But I was thinking, come buck me now. You are a stirrer. Like, my mum's block is here and your block is 2 doors down. Loudness and that, because she's these girls that are not about it, but they just want to act. I was like, come now, like, you're chatting crap. Anyway, my friend at the time, the baby mum's sister, my friend, because I chill with the baby mum's sister. The baby mum's not my age, the sister is, but we've all grown up in South. Anyway, the sister was even saying to me, my friend, not the baby mum, she was like, I will buck you now as well. Tell them to come. If they're going to say you said this, you said, I will tell them you ain't told us nothing. And then they didn't even want to come and buck us. They kept locking off the phone. And that girl now, up to today, the India, whatever I've called her in the beginning, she still thinks that, yeah, the lighty had her back. The girl, my friend, my ex-friend, had her back. And that, yeah, Renisha's the one that was the gossiper. Renisha's the one that spreaded it. And I was thinking, girls are crazy. And then even, there's not only that story time I've just added, that's even a story time I'm adding in this, because this goes with it. I don't want to make story times about every person. I don't have time. I know other girls do that, like they make story times about different things that have gone on or different things to like gossip about. I think it's long. These people are my past, they're dead to me. But what I'm saying is stuff like that, can you imagine going through that all the time? Nah, I'd rather just have one close friend, and then the second person's another close friend, but they're more like an associate. So there's one that I speak to every day, and then the other one will be like every other day, or when the other one's busy, I speak to that one when she's not busy, and when she's not busy, I speak to the other one. And then when we're all free, we come together as 3 people or 4 people. Don't get me wrong though, I have bare close friends. Like right now, I probably have like maybe like 5 or 6 people that I can say I really care about, and they show me true friendship, and they holler at me, they come to my house, and when we have bickers, they sort things out with me. But I just feel like they always sort things out, as in like they're not willing to just break the friendship, they will sort it out. Like even that Lighty girl in that situation, she should have humbled herself, told India, whatever I said her name was in the beginning, told her that I'm not gonna lie, I did tell Renisha about it privately, and you did tell Renisha about it on the bus when we were all together, but it doesn't mean that it's Renisha, because Renisha's pregnant right now. Why would she do that? That's what she should have did, but she didn't do that. She ended up going to her and hyping her up and making her think, yeah, you're right, it was Renish. You don't do stuff like that. So anyway, I don't talk to her, and I don't talk to the other girl, when I was cool with both of them originally. And in my pregnancy, I actually went Primark with them in White City. I went Primark with them in, was it White City? Yeah, we went to White City, Westfield, just to go and have a like look around. So I actually went out with them in the pregnancy, and then after 2 weeks later, they thought they could call me. Imagine a pregnant girl. Not saying I'm innocent, no one told me to get pregnant, but it's like, if you care about someone as a friend, you wouldn't, in that time of the, like when people have kids, that's when they'll know, innit? And the thing about me, I'm not trying to act like, oh, like I'm perfect, but when things happen between me and girls, I don't know what God does. But even males, I don't know what it is with God, but he always makes them come back and apologize, or they want to squash it. It's weird, like I don't get it. It always happens. And the thing is, I don't even care no more, and I don't even chat them. I might bring it up as an experience, but I would never chat them again. But they always find a way to say, oh, let's squash it, or let's be cool. So that was one situation. Another example, I just want you to get why I'm saying I only fuck with a small amount of batch, because I don't want people to think, oh, you're just being negative, why don't you like girls? Or for example, I always say this saying, I know it's so bad, I only want sons. After I've had this girl, my daughter, I've had Zariah, that's enough girl for me. Like my next kids, I would want boys, because I feel like the way my brothers have had my back and I've had their back, even though we argue, it's more realer than me having sisters that are gonna bitch with me. They might love me. Remember, not when you ain't got the same dad as well, it's tight. Some sisters, if you watch movies, like even in life, my mum, I've seen a lot in her immediate family. Like me and my cousins don't even chill, because our parents can't get our female, like my mum's female cousins can't relate or respect my mum or honor my mum or get on with her or help her. Her own sister can't relate, like, and help her and figure out things with her. She'll turn us all against each other. Like the female family members are turning each other against each other. What kind of life is that? So I just feel like seeing it in my immediate family, that's why I speak like that. But if you don't know me, you'll think, why are you saying that? Like, God can give you anything. No, God will give me what I deserve and what I desire and what I need and what he knows that I deserve and what I should get. And I think if it's for me, God will do it. And I think it could happen. I hope that my next child is a boy when I do have another child, if I do. But the person that I'm with now, we are like on the verge of like, marriage and stuff, so it's due to come. Hopefully it will come by and it will be a boy, and he even wants a boy. He's got 2 brothers and 1 sister, but he's the oldest, so it's calm. But boys is different. I feel like if you're a girl, it's nice to have brothers, because that way you're calm and you don't really need to be in, because in your house you bicker. When it's sisters, it's crazy. I'm not saying brothers and sisters don't bicker, but sisters and sisters is mad. I've seen a lot growing up. Anyway, second scenario, I think I spoke about it already. My ex-best friend, I got pregnant and I didn't know what to do because me and her dad weren't okay in our relationship, and she was like, abort it. I'm gonna say her name is Cookie or something. She was like, abort it. I was like, I kind of was thinking to, so I followed her to the clinic just to see what they would say and stuff, but they said my belly was too big. 2 weeks later, a month later, I can't remember if it was a month, 4 weeks, I can't remember if it was 4 weeks later or if it was actually like a month later, but I was still pregnant. She called me saying to me, oh, basically I'm pregnant for so and so. She didn't even really know him like that, but she said it like it was what it was, innit? It is what it is. And she said, I'm having it. And it's not like I was going to tell her not to have it, but it's like, wow, so you was going to tell me not to keep my you and go and abort it just because of this history. I understand that she was probably coming from the history of me and the guy, like Zara's dad, as I told you guys in one of my other videos, Childhood Sweetheart. She's coming from the physical, the physical problems that we had. But in a way, it's still wrong. As a best friend, you shouldn't have told me to abort my you and then you go and keep yours without no hesitation. Like, you weren't even gonna say, what should I do, Renish? Even though it's not, because I wouldn't tell her to abort it, because I'm kind of shook of all those things, but it just hurt me. So I burnt her bridge, but she never understood, and she just felt like I was being like I'm too nice or whatever, but it's not. So that's the second reason. So I've had a lot of incidents, like little minor things. They never like come butt me, you did it. No, it's not like that. I've had one of those come butt me things, but it got squashed by like family, friends and stuff, and the girl wanted to squash it as well. So that was like, outside my mum's house, but that was when I was like 16. Third incident, this was kind of like recent. So basically, imagine your mum doesn't speak to somebody's mum no more. How do you and that person continue a friendship when you met them through your mum? It's very difficult. And the thing is with my mum, like, we've had a lot of problems me and her when I was growing up about loyalty. Sometimes she didn't used to think I was as loyal to her as she wanted me to, but I do love her dearly, and it's just that I need to grow to see things myself. You can't force me to understand things that you already understand. Long story short, so I cut off this girl just because in general I don't feel like we have nothing common, and in general our parents don't talk. She's gone and DM'd me on Instagram talking the most crud, but where I am right now and what I'm going through, which I've not explained on YouTube or anything because I'm not willing to go into that right now, because I like to keep things private until I'm ready to reveal it in the way I want to reveal it. I just held my tongue because I was on the phone to my mum, but in my head I wanted to cuss her back so bad, because I just feel like instead of you to ask the person, I think about girls, they don't know how to speak. I'm not perfect, I've just grown out of it now. Like, now that I haven't had a dad growing up and my grandma died in my early 20s, and like just going through stuff, breaking up with my childhood sweetheart, just bare things. That's why I'm now learning. She should have asked me, why have you cut me off? But instead she DM'd me on Instagram on a crud. But the God in me, I'm getting there with my God stuff as well. Like, I know how to speak tongues and everything. I know you lot think, oh, look at this girl, makeup pretty, you think she's too nice. No, I know how to speak tongues. I've been raised in a Christian home. My mum changed into a Christian when I was young. She's been a Christian for about 6 years now. I'm not saying my mum's perfect, but she has been on her God thing, and because of her, that's why me and my brothers know God. What am I saying? Because of the God in me, and because I know what calm, and I believe in karma, and I believe in God will handle the people that need to be handled. You just keep quiet. Do you get it? So I left it unseen. But in my head, I was thinking, this girl's mad. You see me, yeah, when people cut me off, I leave them. I get confused, don't get me wrong, but it's life. You're just not going the same way. But for a girl to be crazy and think, oh, I'm going to DM her on crud, I'm going to buck her and beat her up. Like, well, I'm 24 and I think she's 1 year older than me, so she's probably 25. I think that's wet. if a girl don't message you, or a girl don't say why she's not chatting to you no more and she cuts you off, just leave it. If you really care about the girl, which I don't understand why she would overly care about me, because we never grew up together, we weren't rolling hard, I've never bucked her except from 2 incidents. I bucked her when we went out for my daughter's birthday, and we went out for something happened in her family and I went to support her. That's the only time. So it's like, where would you get the idea that you're gonna go crud on me? If anything, if you care, and the thing is, even if she did that, I would have said, you know what, our parents are not talking, but the fact that you've messaged me, that shows me you're so mature. You've messaged me to see what's the problem, and I'll let her know there was no problem, darling, but I just feel like we don't have that much in common. The chemistry is not really there as much, and now that our parents don't talk, we should just be loyal to them and just cut each other off as well, because we don't want them to be telling us stuff about each other, and it's making us not like the opposite person's parent, or making us not like each other. But she didn't message me for me to explain. She just tried to message. She didn't call me or message me on a positive vibe for me to explain. She tried to message me on a crud. So those are about 3 incidents, and you don't want me to go on, because what else can I go on about? Okay, 4th incident. So I met some girl, and it was through Instagram. She went through some situation through Instagram, and obviously I've been trying to do YouTube for a long time. So back that time, I thought, okay, let me add her. She's trying to be an influencer. Let me see what I'll go on and even get her story, what's going on with this situation that's come up on Instagram. So I Snapchatted her, and she was like, yeah, because I had her on Snapchat, and she was like, yeah, basically this is going out about me and it's not true. And she was like, oh, she ain't really got friends like that, she just feels like in a bad place. And I was like, oh, me and my girls are going out, like me and my other friend Tolu and some other people were gonna go out. So I was like, oh, like, yeah, I'm going out with my girls later to just unwind and chill, like. And she was like, oh, I wouldn't mind coming and stuff. And I was like, yeah, that's cool, like, you can come, like, South girls are cool in it. She was like, she's not from South, she's from like another area, I'm not gonna say where she's from. And then she was like, I was like, okay, cool. Little did I know, long story short, the girl is not what she seems. She even stole Gucci slides from my house and Valentino perfume. And I was like, what? But to be honest, it's my fault, because 1, I don't let someone that I don't know stay at my house. But it was my temp house. It's not my, but it's still your yard because you're there for the temporary time. But I just felt bad because, you know, yeah, there's some type of girls, yeah, they can be so manipulative and they can lie their way through things. You have to be very careful. Like, the girl was acting so, like, even when one of my other friends from my teacher course met her, one of my male friends, he was like, oh, because I've met up with her about 3 times, I think, after we went out with my girls, and they were like, oh, she seems so nice, like, the way she was explaining, like, all the things she's been through, like, you feel so bad for her. And I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna try to be there for her, because that's what I like doing. But now I've noticed that, nah, if I want to be there for girls, I'm going to be there for them through YouTube. I'm not going to be there for them through letting them come to my house and all of that, unless I know you already or you're my family and we want to rekindle. That's different, and even that I'll still get to know you slowly. Long story short, anyway, she sold me and my girl Tolu a dream, because Tolu even knew about her as well, and she ended up stealing slippers from my house and Valentino perfume when I went to Tesco Express. So don't think, guys, oh, how come you didn't know? She done it when I wasn't home, basically. But it's my fault for leaving her in my house. It's my fault for even letting her be around me, knowing that situation on the internet came out about her. I should have clocked. But when you hear the situation that came out about her, it's not something that it's not a story that will make her look crazy, because it's got to do with a guy, and boys are crazy as well, so it wouldn't make you think anything. It's only now that I was gonna do a mad thing though. I was gonna go and buck her thigh and all of that, and telling my male best friend to take me to her house, because I had her postcode on my Uber. That was even another thing. She asked me to get her Uber home, and she'll give me the money she'll send the money to my card, because she didn't have her card details with her. Done it. She didn't send me back the money for the Uber. But I think that was because I confronted her early, because I was so heated, like no one's ever stole from me before. So I was on the phone to my friend Tolu and I was going through my stuff, but it wasn't an on-site thing. I didn't see, the bag didn't look full, like it wasn't bait, do you get it? So it was a thing that took time. So when my friend Tolu said, go around your whole house and look, as I was now doing all of that, then I deeped it later. But anyway, long story short, my friend Tolu told me, and she always tells me this, big up Tolu. Sorry, I don't know if you wanted to be mentioned, but it's not really, I'm not saying that much detail for you to be, don't worry, for you to be ashamed. But yeah, she was just like, oh, karma comes back to people, sis. Like, it's not everyday fight. You're a mum now. And I'll always go by that. Like, people think, oh, like, you have to fight your way out of things. No, or you have to reply back to these, sorry, side of his itching me. You have to reply back to people that chat shit about you on Instagram and stuff like that. You actually don't. Like, it hurts, don't get me wrong, but you don't. You just got to carry on and just, like, God will deal with them. Do you get it? Because if you keep fighting everyone, it will just get long. So anyway, that's what happened. So that's like, how many incidents did I just say? Maybe 4. Guys, you don't want me to go on again. And the thing is, when you actually look at these incidents, okay, I've allowed myself to be in these incidents, but is it necessary how these girls have gone about things? Not really. Is it necessary that they can just be doing this to me for no like, it's not for no reason, but it is kind of is, because I have not told you any of these incidents that I've done anything mad to them for them to retaliate. So that's why I prefer, and I feel like my relationship with girls is a bit iffy, because they always get familiar, or they always try and think they can compete or be conniving or something. I just feel like it's good to keep it as about round to like 5 friends and maybe just 2 close ones. And I pray that my daughter can have brothers, because brothers are realer. Like, they tell you how it is. They might shout at you, they might cuss you, they might say you're doing this wrong or doing this wrong, but they're realer. Sisters are real. You get some sisters that are proper real to the end, but you get some sisters, pardon me, that compete. Like, they beef. Like, they'll be cool and then they beef. Like, one sister always feels like she has to top the other, or sometimes mothers as well, parents, mum and dads, they might love one more than the other, and the other one clocks. And if you don't have the same dad, say your dad's married to your mum, but your sister's dad's not with your mum, you might feel like, well, my dad lives here. Like, just little things, and then it grows bigger as you grow, and it gets bigger and bigger. Or one sister might be more outgoing than the other, she might be prettier than the other, and then just bare jealousy comes in. Like, there's just bare things, bare spirits in girls. Like, I'm not saying I'm perfect, I have my demons. Like, I get angry quick, I talk with a passion and I talk with aggression, but I don't mean it. So I have my little things that I do sometimes, but I know that I have those things. So I just have the friends that understand me, which is like 1-2 people. Do you get? And I don't bring these things out in people just anyhow, randomly. I'm not mad. I know that I have those things, and I know that, okay, I need to just stay to myself. That's why I just chill by myself, because that's the only way to get it. So yeah, I just feel like with females, they're all cool and stuff. Power to the people. I love black girls, I love white girls, I love any culture girls, like any coloured girls. I love every colour, do you get it? But for me to chill with a bunch of girls, like 10 gal, and say, yeah, the whole 10 gal have got my back from day, like those girls have got me till I die, God forbid. I can never say that. That's just me personally. And I think it's probably started for me. I don't know about other girls, but for me, it's because of my family. Like, my female cousins, I can never call on them. My aunties, I can never call on them. My grandparents, yes, I can call on them. My mum's mum and my dad's mum, I can call on them. My mum's mum passed away nearly 3 years next week. I'm gonna be so sad. I might make a video to explain what happened and stuff, but bear with me. I think because it's fresh and no one's ever died in my family, I don't know how to deal with it, so I get really like pissed off and upset. But yeah, them two and my mum are the only females that I can say have never let me down, and they holded it down. But in terms of like female friends, letdowns. Cousins, female cousins, letdowns. God sisters, I don't even know if I have any god sisters, because my godmothers have let me down. So imagine it starts from there, and then that's how you start feeling like, nah. Do you get it? And then now I've got a mum-in-law. She's beautiful. She's a female and she's great. But yeah, it's been a hard road. Do you get it? Like, so I just think 1-2 friend is enough for me. And if I do have another daughter, because I'm overconfident, I'm not even overconfident, I just feel like for me, that's what I would prefer. Having a girl was nothing. I'm happy that I've had a girl. I wanted a boy, but I'm happy that I had a girl first, because my daughter's like my friend. She's actually showing me that you can raise a female to be like calm. It's just sometimes, I don't know if it's how girls have been raised, or they just I'm saying, just they just look at you and just want to do all of these negative things to you, or they just have that in them. I don't know, because my daughter, the way she's going, I think she's going to be similar to me. Just like, not perfect, but like humble with it. She can roll with it. If you want to be cool, let's be cool. If you want to be real friends, let's be real friends. Let's be loyal. Like, my daughter's loyal. Like, sometimes I tell her off and she'll even say, "Mommy, I'm sorry for what I've done. Can I come and sit next to you and give you a hug?" Like, that's how you should be even in your adult life. You should be able to talk things out, not gossiping about each other and fighting on social media. And obviously it's hard though, because I'm like that as well. I get angry quickly, but my mum's teaching me as well, like, because you're a mother now and you're basically a wife as well, you need to calm down. So those incidents are things why I just, like, those incidents are the things why I just stay to myself. And obviously I do have I'm not trying to say, oh, obviously no, but I do. More time I chill by myself, but I do have the odd girls that are my niggers. But it's like more time, it's more down to like Monday to Friday, like down to like daily. I mean, it's only like one girl that I talk to, and that's Precious. It could change as I grow, you know. You might meet people, like at my daughter's starting school, I might meet people at her primary school, and we might just be cool just to make our kids go on play dates, or when we drop off and collect, we might chat. And my daughter's going to start classes soon. You might meet people at the classes and start talking to them, take their number, make your children meet up. But for now, I just stick to the person that, you know, is showing me the most loyalty and is just behaving calm. But more time, I have a bunch of people, don't get me wrong, like Precious, Missy, Tolu, Kay. That's about 4 girls that, like, we message each other. Meryl, we message each other and it's all love, but we just don't speak every day. But mostly Precious. And obviously I got my partner, so I'm good. And yeah, that's just it. That's just for me. Do you get it? Obviously everybody's different, but that's just me. I just think that's the best way. But like, if you agree that, you know, having female friends can be difficult, and all these situations I'm just explaining, or like all these girls having them, like jealousy, blah, blah, blah. If you understand that, yeah, you're right, you can like and subscribe and follow me. I'm going to be talking about different things. And I said this in my other channel when I got heated one time. I'm not cussing people. It's just my experiences, and I'm sharing it. I'm sharing it to support other young girls and other people so that they can know how to deal with situations. Because if I knew how to deal with situations by watching a certain young person on YouTube when I was growing up, obviously your parents talk to you, but it's not the same. If you have someone your age group saying stuff and speaking their real truth, it will kind of relate to you more. So that's why I'm doing this. And I like talking, and I feel like talking to friends and stuff is not always good. It's good to just get your truth out on YouTube, and people that are similar to you will connect and follow you and just watch you and give you the vibe. And when you watch me, that's how I feel more connected to doing it, because I'll see that you're getting me. I don't need to have your number. I don't need to chill with you. Do you get it? So this is what I'm all about, and this is what Real Life with Runs is about. And I was doing it 2 years ago, and I got very lazy and discouraged and just thought, ain't got the camera light, haven't got the camera light, ring light thing. I haven't got money for a camera, like the proper professional camera, so forget it. But now I've upgraded my phone to iPhone XR, and I've got a little ring light, because they sent me a small ring light with a stand. It's all right for now, but they were meant to send me the big one, but they sent me the wrong thing. They even refunded me now. I'm getting there. Do you get it? My camera's not shit. The ring light's okay. And even before I had the ring light, I've done a few videos, and I did one vlog the other day. But that was a mini vlog. I just wanted to see how it is vlogging, because vlogging it's not easy, but it's not hard. But yeah, this is how I feel. And yeah, this is how I feel about girls, my experience with girls and fake friends and all these things that come into it. But yeah, like and subscribe. And I hope you guys like my new intro as well. I got a new intro done by 26 Edit. I think it's edits or edit, on Instagram. I just want to like start investing in my YouTube, and obviously I'll make a new intro soon, but I just thought I'll start off with something like that just for now, because before, the intro that I had before was like something that I just made off the internet on some like little trailer thing, like you can just try and make a little preview. So that's what I did when I put real life with Rons, and then the camera was like zooming in and zooming out and stuff. That was just a basic one, but this is my official one for now. So yeah, like and subscribe, and thank you guys for watching. Bye.